You know something I was thinking about the other day? I started a 30-day Stairmaster challenge and I was posting for 14 days straight on Instagram as my accountability, right? And then I started school, and when I started school, things were a bit hectic, so I couldn't make it to go do the Stairmasters. I was just like, oh, I'm gonna do my steps. I would still do my steps and stuff like that, but I couldn't get to Stairmasters. And today is the first day back on the Stairmasters, which would be day 16, I believe, day 16, because I hit day 15 around last week. It was like in between the 2 weeks of just like focusing on school. And something that made me think, I was like, it's so crazy because right now, subconsciously, I'm thinking about how people who saw me posting consistently would probably think I gave up or quit. And I didn't think about that till like literally the other day. I was like, people probably think I quit or gave up, and it's like, no, I'm doing it on my timeline. But the thing is, social media has made us think about stuff like this, right? Like, it's like, oh, if you didn't post it didn't happen. And that's not the case, because at the end of the day, integrity isn't about what other people see. It's about what you do when no one is watching. And I think we forgot that, right? I think we've gotten to the point where we're so focused on, like, if people don't know I'm doing it, how they gonna find me, da 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 da. And it's like, no, sometimes it's best not to be seen when you're working on the things you're working on. And at the end of the day, you're doing it for you. You're not doing it for clout. You're not doing it for the pat on the back from this person, that person, this person. You're doing it for you. I said I wanted to walk on a Stairmaster for 30 days. I never said 30 days straight. I just said 30 days. This is why you have to watch your words. This is why words are powerful, and you have to give them meaning. You have to give them meaning, because I was sitting up here thinking about this, and I was just like, wow, that's crazy. And it wouldn't be a thought if society hasn't made it that way, right? Like, society has made us believe if we don't do something in a pattern, in a consistent form, what they believe is consistent, then we failed. We didn't do it. But reality is, I set this goal for me. It doesn't matter what everybody else thinks. It doesn't matter what everyone believes. It does not matter. I set this goal for me. So what does it matter if such and such think I quit when I didn't? Ultimately, this is personal. And I think we need to get back to the point of doing things for us. Whether it's a business, whether it's you applying for a job, whether it's you want to go back to school, whether it's you want to start a family, whether it's like, we need to get back to doing things for us and realizing it doesn't matter if you don't post it. Just because I didn't post it doesn't mean it's not happening. Just because I'm not showing every single workout doesn't mean I'm not working out. Because at the end of the day, the workout is between me and me. Me and me. Man in the mirror, me and me. Right? So if I don't do it, I'm hurting myself and my personal goals. It does not affect you. All you do is see it, right? It's one of the reasons why people get so-called amazed by somebody's results, because they haven't seen them in a long time. Then when they finally see them, whether it's their hair, whether it's they lost weight, gained weight, whether they have a business, like they literally disappear from the planet, and all of a sudden 3 years later you see them on Forbes 30 under 30. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's happening. So you need to get back to a place where you're doing it for you and realize it does not matter if no one is watching. Integrity is what you do when no one is watching. What are you doing right now? You posting the video? You working out? You eating healthy? People, like, ultimately it's your choices that affect you, whether you post it or not. And we need to get back to just a place of understanding that, but also to upholding the things we say to ourselves, right? Because at the end of the day, if you're making promises to yourself and you can't keep it, what's the meaning of you keeping your promise to other people but you can't keep it to yourself? What's the purpose of that? You're literally failing yourself. Don't you think you deserve better than that? Like, for example, if you're in a relationship right now and somebody says, oh, I'm going to get up and go do work, and I'm going to do this and do that. And you're like, yeah, babe, do it. I believe in you. Da, da, da. It's like, I'm going to start tomorrow. and they don't start tomorrow. Like they wake up and they're like, oh, I think I'm just gonna start Monday because I feel like Monday is the best day. And you're like, okay, all right, you're gonna start Monday. Monday comes. They get up. You see them get up this time, and they're going, and you come in. It's like, oh, how things are going with what you're working on, babe? And they're like, oh, I decided like I'm just gonna wait because I don't have this, I don't have that. Like I know I'm not writing in my. What would you do? You would feel like that person is doesn't keep their word. So that means if they can't keep their word to themselves, how are they gonna keep their word to you, right? Now imagine you are that person in the relationship. Imagine you are that person in the relationship. You won't keep your word to you. It's crazy, right? Like I feel like we've gotten to a point where we do not uphold what we say to ourselves. Actually, I just realized too that idea came from a girl, and she described it just like that. And she was just like, you can't constantly sit there and get mad at somebody for treating you bad, but you treat yourself bad. You treat yourself bad. You treat yourself bad. Integrity is what you do when no one is watching. It doesn't matter if everybody sees you going to the gym, you posted it every single day, but then 2 weeks later you stop going to the gym. Or even worse, you fake it. You didn't go to the gym for 2 weeks, but you got pictures on pictures and you posted it anyway saying gym life. You are only lying to yourself. You are only lying to yourself. Only lying to yourself. Don't you deserve better? If you sit up there wanting better in a relationship, don't you deserve better? If you sit up there wanting a better, don't you deserve better? Don't you deserve better? I feel like you deserve better. So when you think about these goals, when you think about these things and these aspirations, what standards do you have for yourself for you? What standards do you have for yourself for you right now? What are you doing right now? Nobody is seeing. Doesn't matter if everybody sees you going to the gym every single day. What is your eating habits? Because you don't have to post everything. You really don't. You really don't. What are your eating habits? How is your sleep pattern? What are you doing outside of working out to help you mentally, physically, spiritually? Those things matter. And those things matter more without anyone looking. And a lot of times too, you shouldn't even be telling people what you're doing, because sometimes the gratitude that comes in your head, the instant gratification that happens when you tell somebody something or you post it, it's so instant to the point you think you already did it and you didn't, and then you stop doing it. You think the goal is accomplished. Sometimes it's better to shut it up. I actually have a video about shutting it up. Shut up. So you should go check it out. But yeah, sometimes it's just best to just do what you say you're going to do for yourself. Have integrity without posting anything before you start posting. Because then that way your mind doesn't get skewed. Yeah, skewed. Your mind doesn't get skewed, and you can continue to be consistent in the thing. Because the thing is, consistency is what you deem consistent. Now, consistency is not once a month, unless it's posting a video on YouTube. That's different, because that means that chunk of that video is substantial. But consistency is, you say you want to go to the gym, you could go to the gym 3 times a week. Start like that. You can walk. That's what you're going to start with, right? If you want to lose weight, you're going to start walking every day for 20 minutes. That's consistency. Consistency has to start where you are at. Where are you right now? What are you able to do? What is your lifestyle? What are you able to do right now? And be consistent at that. And after you're consistent for a while, then you level up. But don't be jumping the gun. And don't be telling everybody what you do. Integrity starts with you. What are you doing when no one is watching?